Is that a person? Yep, that's a person. I didn't do nothing. It was like, you know, a foreigner or something. Whew. Hi, everybody. It's your boy Papa Tikyo. And, yeah, I went in the completely wrong direction. This is the thing that you got to be careful about when you're using your the GPS. It's like a broken Metal Gear Solid fucking GPS right here. Like my phone right now, I'm supposed to be going this direction, but my phone says I'm technically walking this direction. And so yeah, I've dropped this phone so many times, so that makes sense. But damn, it was rainy and now it's hot, and I was walking for quite a bit, so let me go sit down. I intended these rants to be walking rants, but I was just walking the last 30 minutes in the wrong direction thanks to my GPS. You know, my internal navigation is good. I shouldn't be just trusting the GPS, or at least like before smartphones, you know, you just had to have a map and then you'd find a landmark and you'd go from there, you know. Oh, this is a very beautiful park though. Look at that. It's very nice. You got the public phone here too. Got, why are all the buildings here white? It must be to like stop the heat from being absorbed or something. I don't know. Oh, my dick. Oh. Anyway, welcome back to a Tikyo rant. This is going to be a walking rant. Well, I don't know how much of this will be sitting. Oh, man. Like 30 minutes in the wrong direction, dude. Oh. At least this time I'm taking the back roads, though. I'm not gonna... That's the thing, like, in Japan, if you guys are traveling around, don't go on the front roads. Go on the... Like, don't go on the sidewalks from the main roads. Like, go behind them. Every road has, like, a couple back streets or whatever. Go through there. You're gonna get a lot better scenery. Like this stuff. I knew it would be sunny and hotter. I just had to wait for it. But, yeah, I thought I'd make, you know, like, what is that? I've already made a handful of these walking around mini rants. I think I'll just be releasing 2 of these a week. It's so funny because, like, people always complain. It's like, oh, man, you made these rants, like, way ahead of time. And it's like, I get it. You want to, like, kind of, like, it's not just about the stuff I'm talking about. It's about the, you know, it's about, like, me currently, what I'm doing, you know, what's going on with me. I know it's like half that, right? Like, it's not just half the information I'm talking about. It's half about what am I talking about, you know, or like, you know, what's going on to me right now? Where am I? What's going on? But for me, it's always been like, well, the topic's more important than like what I'm currently doing. If you want to know what I'm currently doing, just wait till the end of the month, you know, where I make that big life update each time. So, but, anyway, yeah, like always, you know, hit that like button and subscribe bell and subscribe button, you know, to get notified and all that shit. And, you know, I'm going to start, for the long rants, I'll shout out Nakano Shimbashi Guest House. For the short ones, I'm just going to shout out my own stuff. But, big shout out to Nakano Shimbashi Guest House. Boom. If you guys are coming to Tokyo and you're going to go to Okinawa, but you want to hang out in Tokyo for a bit, definitely consider staying there. The rent is super cheap. Super great location, and you get to live with Japanese people who want to live with foreigners. So it's a great starting point for your Japan journey. And plus I get money from it. So and you want to help out Dad, but you don't want to pay him directly, right? You want to do this backhanded way of doing it. What's up with this tree, by the way? It's like some Akira type shit. Tetsuo Akira. I mean Kaneda. Yeah. Oh, dude, the shade feels so... I came from Tokyo being cold as shit to like, oh man, it's so hot, I gotta go to the shade. Oh, love it. Love it, absolutely love it. And holy shit, that toilet, I just realized, that's just shaped like a tree trunk, right? That's not actually a tree trunk. It's just shaped like one. Oh, that's so cool. I didn't even notice that at first. Yeah, but anyway. So, yeah, big shout out to the sponsors. Thank you, everybody who became a member on this channel. Shout out to the people who joined the Tikyo Club here. And big shout out to everybody who became a patron over at patreon.com/TkyoSam. The people who signed up for my Japanese lessons, or just the people that went over there to look at the behind the scenes stuff. Appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. And yeah, you know. I guess question of the day is yeah, I don't know. What do you prefer, winter or summer? Like, if you could choose to be in a country where it's like summer all the time or like mostly cold, which one would you prefer? I don't know. Part of me, it's like, part of me really wants to say winter, but at the same time, it's like summer. You've got the, you know, having color around you all the time. As long as you're not in like polluted city part of whatever, like, I think that's better for just your overall, you know. I hate people saying when it's like your mental clarity, your mental well-being. It's like, shut up, go lift weights or go eat some grass or touch some grass or so. I don't know. It's like, stop whining. There is no cookie. There is no bathroom. You know. Oh man. That you have to wipe your little tushies. Arnold King. Oh man, oh, nothing feels better than going somewhere hot, sitting in the shade, and then having a nice breeze hit you too. Oh, that trifecta, dude. Nice. So anyway, like, what's the plans? I don't know. I didn't really think of a topic to talk about because I didn't expect to walk 30 minutes in the wrong direction. Fucking GPS, man. I should. That's why I had the phone out for the first part of it. Like, I thought I was following it. Like, you know, that's the thing. Don't follow the way the phone says you're looking. Follow, like, look at the map. You know. I swear, smartphones have spoiled us all so much. Ugh. But anyway, yeah, the agenda today is I'm gonna go, and this is the second day, official day in Okinawa. Now, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go and rent a scooter, and then I can go around the island and do fun island stuff. We'll go eat. I mean, the priority for this trip is just see the sights, eat the food, meet people, get some interviews going, do some street interviews while I'm here. I've got my good ass camera. I got my I've got one camera that I'm going to use just for like the talking times, and then I've got another camera just for the B-roll. So, and then the GoPro just for making rants and the talking videos like this. This is the first day, so I'm planning to not probably film more rants for the rest of the trip if I can. I just want to have this be like a one-day thing, just because like I want this to feel like a warm-up. You know, like I'm getting my, you know, I'm greasing up the engine or whatever you say. You know, it's like this is just you know, what is it? The best way to be better on camera is to be shitty on camera first, and then be like, oh god, and then move from there. You know, like God, it's so funny because I've listened to so many like autobiographies thanks to YouTube. Everyone just uploads them. So like I've listened to fucking Bill Clinton, Malcolm X, you know, what is it, fucking Paul Stanley, Hulk Hogan, like all these just random people. It's funny. Everybody's got a book about themselves, but it's I remember Paul Stanley's book. For some reason, that just sticks out to me so much. The audiobook about him talking about Kiss and how they formed Kiss and how Kiss grew over time. And I remember he said, like, we realized how shitty we were on stage because our friend, luckily their friend at first got to film, like he had a camera and he's like, you want me to film your guys' first live show? And he's like, yeah man, if you could, that'd be great. And he filmed them, and like they got like booed and stuff, like horribly on stage, and and they thought they had done like a pretty good job preparing for it. And then once they reviewed that video, they're like, "Oh, dude, this is cringe as fuck. We got to change this shit up." And that's when Paul Stanley, like, I remember his quote was like, "If we were ever gonna get big, it was gonna be by design, not by luck." And I love that quote because it's just like, you know, you got to have faith in the process, but also you got to have a process, though. You can't just wing it, you know? This ain't some Pablo Picasso shit. You got to actually sit down and make a system, you know? And I like that. I like it because it puts the controls back in your hands versus fate. Okay, we've been sitting for like 10 minutes. Time to get back up and keep walking. Walking like Christopher Walken. Except without, you know, having your friend's wife die in a boat accident and then just tell everybody that you don't know what happened, you know? Yeah, everything except that part. I'm Christopher Walken, and I helped my friend do murder. Look at that tree, by the way. That's some good-ass tree right there. When was the last time you saw any trees like this in Tokyo? In Tokyo, they cut down all the trees. Like, even when there's no, like, problem with the roots or, like, it hitting a telephone pole or something, they always just cut them down. Is it like a fire risk, or I don't know? Like, Japan usually has some kind of bullshit but logical reason for this shit. So I wonder why the trees are so shitty in Tokyo. I don't know. Brar. I bet in the rich people neighborhoods it's okay though. Like the PewDiePie neighborhoods, those are okay. Oh. Here, let me. Oh God, this smells horrible. Look at that. Oh, toilets. Here, hold on. Pause. Pause.
He can't.
Trial of humanity. The defense rests.
No.
What now, Master Genkai?
I felt that wind.
Please. Is this why I came back? More pain?
Creepy.
That was awfully bizarre turbulence. Something's been shaken up. I've felt that before. The first time.
Come on, stop clowning around. Prankster. I get it. It's payback for me tricking you with Tagoro. Good one. Too bad I'm not as gullible as you, big lame-o. I mean, just cover up your mouth and nose. You can't complain, right? I mean, dead guys don't gotta breathe. Look, your plan to motivate us worked. I broke us out. Now let's beat Sensui together and go home. Come on, I'm not dumb. See? You can't hide your heartbeat. Meshi.
For some reason, I thought taking his life would bring catharsis. I even timed the video's climactic final scene as a requiem for his death. Instead, I just feel a deeper sadness. Another soul lost fighting for the wrong side. But in truth, there's little point in mourning his passing. As humans, we will all join him soon enough. If you insist on getting your swings in, you should hurry. The tunnel is complete.
Okay, so I'm back. The piss has been emptied. Very nice. Anyway, we went from there and we walked all the way over there, and now we're circling back and going this way. We got to go all the way to this way, and then I think we're gonna turn left. In fact, let me check the GPS really quick before we start heading out. Okinawa is interesting, dude. Yeah, see, we're on the road here. We gotta follow this road all the way to 7. Can we just cut through here? Let's see. Okay, so as long as we follow this road and we just keep turning right, not at this street, but at the next street we turn right, and we just keep walking straight, then we'll follow that road and then we can shortcut to there. Cool. Nice. God, even the taxis are colorful here. Oh, this Didi taxi. It's a Taiwan or Chinese taxi. Not good. Don't support China, even though everything's from China or made in China. Oh. Anyway, yeah, so we're gonna take not this right, but the next right, and then we're gonna follow this road all the way till the end of that road from here, and then we're gonna take right, and that's gonna take us all the way there. So, okay, gotta trust the internal compass here. But anyway, yeah. Look at these. I was watching a video before this, and it says that they always have 2 lion dogs here, and one is to suck in all the evil spirits, and the other one keeps its mouth closed to keep the evil spirits there. So technically, if you want a shit ton of evil spirits, just steal somebody's dog, you know. This guy's got a shit ton of bottles. Hoarder's paradise right here. But anyway, yeah, walking rants. I already got 6,000 steps in today. It's pretty good. I've been trying to go for 10,000 steps. Look at that old dirty ass building. Propane tank outside. Yeah, so that's been good. I don't know. It's like, what was this rant video supposed to be on? These walking rants are just more about me getting exercise, but also making some content, and also just having that little nugget of time. Like, the motorcycle rants are great, and I plan on making more while I'm here, as long as you know, as long as I can get a helmet. You know, hopefully this place where we're renting the motorcycle will let me have a helmet, or let me borrow a helmet too, you know, so I can because I got the face mask for it, so hopefully they'll let me borrow it, or what is it, like, hopefully I'll be able to use their helmet to make more rants. Like, walking around is fun and it's good exercise, but you can cover so much more ground on a scooter, you know, cover so much more ground. So yeah, that's the plan of that shit. It's fun. Look at that. Bars on the window. Why would you need bars on the window for? you need a ladder to get in there. I don't know. Some of these places, I guess crime used to be a thing here. Having the windows. I really doubt it's to stop debris or for like typhoons or something. Look at that tiny ass staircase. Ugh. Ugly ass McMansion. Yeah. Now it's gotten warmer. Now it's getting hotter. Now that's one thing that's, again, really nice about Japan is I can walk around. I don't need to worry about stray dogs or anything biting me, you know? Like when I was in Taiwan, I saw so many stray animals. And I don't agree with it. But at the same time, from like, you know, cold city manager point of view, it's like, yeah, man, do with the stray animals like you do with the homeless people. Just get them out, you know. People are like, yeah, but they kill stray animals. Who cares? Honestly, who cares? I know this sounds really cold and mean, but it's like, at the end of the day, we're not running out of cats. We're not running out of dogs. And those things only live for like 10 years anyway, max. You know? And I'm talking about the good years, not the other years where they're struggling. And it's like, yeah, just, you know, clean up the streets. There's no practical use for them. Then just like, look, I always find it funny when people are like, hey, you know, stray animals need to be saved. And I'm like, okay, so you save it. I can't. It's my apartment. Okay, so rent an apartment where it lets you keep as many animals as you want. Come on, you know. like Mahatma Gandhi said, you know, be the change you want to see in the world. I love it when people just make hypocritical statements like that. You know, it's like, you need to do this thing that I'm not doing. And it's like, are you just saying that because it makes you feel good? Like, you know, to sound like you're a better person? Or are you just saying that because you believe it and you're, I don't know, it's just like, it's like, if you want to preach something, do it, you know? That's why it's like, I know my Japanese isn't perfect, but that's why I try to use my Japanese all the time in my videos, because it's like, you can watch as many videos as you want from people that are like, you know, like I always give the example of Dogen. I like Dogen, by the way. I have no beef with Dogen, but people are always playing up his Japanese, which is really good. But it's like, the only times you see him speak Japanese are in his videos where he can script the shit out of them and practice them tons of times before he uploads it, or he's talking to other foreigners in Japanese and they had like preparation time for that, and you know, and he can cut it later if he made any mistakes. You know, it's very, very manipulative marketing, you know. What is this, school? Okay, from what my thing said, yeah, see, that's a dead end. So yeah, we follow this road all the way to 7, then we take a right. Oh, it's dirt. It's a dirt road, or it's like a dirt field, but look at the greenery. Again, why do Japanese playgrounds always suck ass? I don't even think there's any monkey bars over there. Oh no, they got monkey bars. Got one swing. We were spoiled. We were spoiled in America with our playgrounds. Oh, weren't we? Anyway, I'm just saying, I wish I would see Dogen speak Japanese more on the fly with people, because that's when you get to see somebody's real skill, is when they, you know, when they're on the fly talking to real, you know, like to the actual natives here. And it's a lot easy. Like, I mean, part of me is just jealous, because it's like I'm like, I bet you know, I was gonna make a parody video of Dogen's for the longest time, and I even scripted it out and everything, and I was like, do I really want to make this? Some Shenmue shit right here. Oh, there we go. I was gonna say, where's the guy with the open mouth? There he is. Open mouth, closed mouth. I was like, only only keeping spirits. Yeah, but I don't know, I'm just saying, like practice what you preach, right? And it's like, my Japanese isn't fucking perfect, but at least I show myself using it and being like, yeah, you could do it too, you know? Like, if a fucking idiot like me can do it, you guys can do it as well. And I don't know, I just think it's funnies. It's funnies, Doug funnies. Trash bags filled with leaves. Huh. Yup. Anyway. Ugh. I don't know, that's why I just like, it's so funny too, because I think Chris Broad, I think he watched my video, you know? I think, like, I made a video about him a while ago, and I was like, he never talks to Japanese people in his videos. He never fucking speaks Japanese in his videos. And then, like, a month or two later, he started doing it. I don't think he kept doing it, but he started doing it. And I mean, I get it. It makes sense, because, like, once you put it out there, put out your level of Japanese out there, then people are going to judge it, and they're going to judge it harshly. And if you're, like, building up kind of a cult following based around how fucking good you are and fluent at this one language, and then you fuck up, you know, there goes your reputation. Look, we were just over there. We went in a giant loop all the way back here because of stupid fucking GPS. Well, it's my fault, you know, ultimately my fault, but I blame the GPS. Yeah, we were supposed to turn that way, not turn this way. But uphill time, yay. But yeah, it's like, you know, I think that's why I try to play video games. Like, whenever I'm on Twitch, if I'm playing a video game, I have a rule that I have to play it in Japanese, because it doesn't matter if I don't understand all the text or whatever. Like, you know, this is for immersion, you know, it's for my Japanese immersion, so I have to do it. And oh, look at this, just fucking, I forgot these things are actually, you can buy some of these and they have alcohol in them, and so, like, you can save the case afterwards. Forgot, one of my friends went to Okinawa and they bought me one, and then I think I left it at the school. I mean, I drank all the alcohol, but I left it at the school. And everybody with these fucking lions, it's cool. I think they're called Sanshi or Sansha. Yeah. But anyways, just like, again, like, the Japanese isn't perfect, but it's a pretty decent fucking level. And it's like, that's the thing. Nobody wants to share their journey for learning Japanese. No one wants to share the bad, you know, and the not polished version of that. They just want to show the fairly complete version, and that's not how things work, you know. It's all about progress, and you gotta, I mean, to be fair, I understand why people do that, or why they, you know, they don't want to do it that way, because if they don't, like me with weight loss, you know, I've said so many times on YouTube, like, I'm doing it this time, man, I'm doing it seriously, like, and then I was like, nah, dude, like, when you make your whole, it's so funny, because people are like, you know, I read somewhere that it's like, if you announce it to people online, then it holds you accountable. I don't think that's true. That might help for other people, but if you're a dude like me who barely can commit to anything aside from learning Japanese, and you're gonna do this thing where you've struggled your whole life to fucking deal with it, and then you put it outside online, and then people are just like, oh, there you go. And people are like, every 5 fucking seconds when you log on, they're like, oh yeah, hey man, how's the diet going? It's like, you know, it's not gonna happen overnight. And when that becomes part of your persona, where it's just like, you're shitty, you need to get better, it's just annoying, you know? That's why I never fucking put any of the the health stuff online, or at least I tried to kind of put that down over the years, because it's like, you know, no matter what progress I felt that I made, like quitting soda and fast food, it doesn't matter about the progress I made, because at the end of the day I still got this, you know, I'm still fat. But trying to be healthier, trying to be better, that's what's important to me right now at the moment. Like walking, eating less, and when I do eat stuff that's better for me, you know. And it's so funny because it's like with Coca-Cola, like I see that in there and I want to drink it, but it's not because I want to drink it. I just want to drink something sugary. But it's like I remember after I did my water fast, I drank some Mountain Dew and it felt like bleach was going into my head. It was a very painful feeling, and so I don't want to do that again. Okay, so where do I go? I can just keep following this road. Okay, that was the school that we passed, and there's the park over there. So I just gotta keep following this road till I get to 221. Okay, cool. Toe chain. But yeah, it's just like I don't know. It's so funny. Like I eat so much better than I did before, and like, you know, like the material wise that I put into my body, so much better. But it's like I'm still fat. I do use a lot of olive oil though. Wing Bowl, that was for you. Olive oil, Lambda, the best olive oil.
いいでしょほら
必ず会えます。
待ってる。何？
お前ことこは見つかりません。
10秒メガネをかけなければメガネは見つかりません。
どういう意味ですか？
今考えました。
オッケー。
さあ行くぞ。
Whew. Okay, so this place is a bust. Damn it, I know I should have called ahead of time, but I just thought that nobody's going to be traveling in January. So yeah, I was going to rent a place here, rent a bike here. As you can see, they got a ton of bikes here. It's so weird. Well, you know, maybe they just saw me with the camera and they said no. But that fucking sucks, because I walked all the way over here. And they have, like, I don't understand when places say, we don't have any bikes or cars for rental. I'm like, you literally have a whole place full of them, you know? And it's like, the guy told me, well, we could rent, or they're like, you know, some of those are, he said are, look, monorail. He said that some of those are being repaired, but I'm like, you have like at least 30 bikes there, dude. You don't have anything? Like, come on, man. Like, to be fair, if he only had Genski, like 50cc bikes, I would have said no anyway. Look at that bike. That bike's been left here forever. Been abandoned. Look at how dirty it is. Ah, that's fucking lame. I was going there specifically because you can rent a scooter for like for $150 for like 5 days, you know? So he said if I go to this place called Jasmine, they might be able to rent me something. Let's call them first. Ah, どうも、もしもし。はい、さっきプレッシャーレンタカーっていうのところから紹介がありまして、そう私はもう今日から金曜日まで沖縄にいる予定なんですが、その間になんかバイク借りようかなと思いまして、はい、だいたい 125cc 以上の軽なバイクが借りたいんですけど、そこには何時か今使ってないのバイクとかはあるんでしょうと、何時かまあそういう確認のために電話しまして。
まず確認なんですが、日本の免許はお持ちですか？
はい、持ってますよ。日本語は喋るまあ日本語は喋るし、書ける読めなんか何時か書ける読めるし、はい。
ではちゃんと日本の教習所と通って取った免許ってことですね。
そうそうそう、普通の一般のバイク、中型のバイク免許と車の AT 免許も持ってますよ。はい。
わかりました。何でしたら大丈夫ですね。1週間ですね。1週間じゃなく金曜日まで27日まで。
そう、多分金曜日か木曜日かまあ大体その辺までを借りたいんですけど、はい。
でしたら今空いてるのはビッグスクーターのマジェスティのみですね。250cc のバイクのみ空いてます。
OK。まあそれでも大丈夫ですけど、私はもうそこの店と近いんですから、今からそっちに向かう予定ですから、はい、じゃあまあすぐに向かいますから、あと数十分ぐらいで着きますから、はい、じゃあはい、よろしくお願いします。はい、どうも、はい、失礼します。Okay, it looks like they have a 250cc scooter, which is more power. Well, I mean, like, what is it? That's fine. I just, God, I haven't ridden a fucking scooter in forever. You know, like the scooter and bike dynamics are very different, you know? Like one is kind of elevated, one is lower. You know, that fucking, I swear, that last place. I mean, I'm of the mindset that like, look, don't give people who don't like you your business, you know? There's plenty of other people out there that could deserve your stuff. But I'm really disappointed with them. They said that like, you know, they're I don't know. I like giving business to people who you know, who are like that my friends have used, you know? I like doing the whole word of mouth thing. So, anyway, yep. So, time for me to go to Jasmine. We all know that name. Anyway, good times, good times. Hi everybody, welcome back to another mini rant by yours truly, Papa Tikyo, Okinawa Arc. There's the Gakibana, Inagakibana Shokudo. That place I just went to eat my first ever Okinawa soba. It was very good, very tasty. And anyway, yeah, I went to one of you guys recommended I check out this bike rental shop called Pressure, and because I heard they got really cheap deals where you can like rent a bike for like, you know, a whole week, for almost like a whole week for like $150, practically how much I'm paying for my hotel. So you know, like when you're walking around places like this is good and all, but you need, you know, like what is it? It's like you need to have like, what is it? You know, you got to be mobile, and walking can only get you so far. It's funny, I looked at Google Maps and they said the quickest route from from southern Okinawa, where I am right now, to northern Okinawa, like the whole Naha, Honto, like the main island. If you take the fastest route, it's like 2.5 hours one way. So I'm like, yeah, I could go and check that out, you know? That'd be fun. That'd be a good ride. That'd be a shit ton of rants too. I really hope you guys are enjoying these mini rants. Do me a favor, smash the like button, and yeah, because, you know, helps out the channel and shit. And also fucking, you know, hit that like button and fucking, you know, write a comment. Who's this guy? This guy keeps pointing and looking at stuff. It's cool. Yup. Ooh. Tall white guy walking, and he was like flinching and talking to himself. I don't know if he was trying to weird me out or mental problems. The guy was dressed really nice. He was like spazzing out. You guys didn't see it because the camera was facing me. That's funny. First spazzed out white guy here. I don't know what I thought he was on the phone, but then I saw his head flinch back and forth. Didn't see a Bluetooth speaker on him. Just flinching. Maybe Tourette's or something. Ugh. Anyway, yeah, so yeah, can't rent a bike from the rental shop. Pressure, the one that my buddy recommended. So we're going across the street to Jasmine, which is 290 meters from here. But yeah, and I guess question of the day is, I don't know, when you travel, do you usually rent a car? Like, how do you guys usually travel? I don't know, I just feel like I'm too old for buses, you know? Like, especially when you come to a place like this that's not the city. It's like buses they'll take probably like what, like, you know, I remember when I was in the countryside, sometimes the bus would only come once every 2 hours. And I don't think that's the case here, but it's nice having that mobile freedom, especially if you're not paying a shit ton of money for it, you know? That's always nice. Okay, there's that park that we came from. So let me check Onoyama Park Station. Check my GPS and see where this place is. Should be right here, right before the park. Okay, should be this building, one of these buildings. Okay, yeah, it's on the side street. Okay. Hey, so it's at the end of day 3 right now, and I'm walking to the convenience store to, I don't know, get some food or something. Just wanted to get out of the house after the bike trip. I went into the apartment, or the apartment room, whatever, the hotel room. And these hotels, man, they're not meant for cold. Like, I'm here on a very rare instance where it's below 10 degrees here. But the thing is that these apartments they're not made for, or at least the place where I'm staying, it's not made for the cold. So they don't have a heater. They don't have any heaters. They have air conditioners. Not air conditioner heaters, just air conditioners. And they have fans, but they don't have heaters or anything. So it's like I had to ghetto rig this. Luckily, back in Tokyo, I was using a shit ton of these. So I had a bunch of Kairos that I always bring with me in case it gets too cold. So I had these. These saved my ass. I was just curled up in a ball in my blankets just trying to get warm. Eventually I just turned on the shower on full heat and I just let the steam rise up and just fucking try to heat up the room, and that helped a little bit, but it was like 2 or 3 hours of just fucking trying to get warm. Oh man, I came all the way down to southern Japan to get away from the cold, and it's still cold. Oh man, but this is 10 degrees right now, and this is not that bad. 10 degrees is still fine, but you know, I was on the coast where it's extra super special windy, and yeah, that was bad news bears. That was I was very cold from that. So I'm gonna go. One of the things to do is go down to Family Mart, and I'm gonna get it's windy. I'm gonna go down to Family Mart and get some more Kaido. Luckily they sell these all around the country, not just in the cold places. So I'll get more of that, get some drinks, just hang out. Fucking cold. Yep. Yep.
Roger, you got your revenge. Can we go home now?
Roger! I'm sorry, I got the bloodlust. Stan, you neglected your son. Everyone neglects things. I've neglected these puppies. They're shy around new people.
Okay, what's up everybody? Welcome back to another ADV Japan TkyoSam mini rant, where it's like 10 to 15 minutes of chatting. The place that I want to go to right now, I think, is about a 15-minute walk from here. I'm going to One Shot Tattoo in Naha City, Okinawa, to get my Naha Prefecture tattoo. Not Naha, Okinawa. Okinawa Prefecture tattoo. And I thought I'd film. Well, I had my phone out, and I was like, oh, I could either leave a message for my friend back in Tokyo, who I already talked to today, or I could make a message to you beautiful people. Wow, look at this. Just look at the scenery, guys. Fuck. The sky, look at that. Just random ass wall with a bunch of fucking huge ass leaves. Yeah. So I'm getting my steps today. That's why I got the watch thing here. But yeah. Anyway, this is day 5 of being in Okinawa, and yesterday we got done with going all around the whole fucking island. We didn't get to go around the southern part of it, but what the heck? Whoa. I'm gonna have to check out that store later. Just random ass retro toys and stuff. Anyway, yeah, going to get the tattoo. But yeah, so far this place has been, I mean, like, I guess I should do a mini rant or something about this, but it's just like, overall this place has been, it's weird. It's like there's been some negative stuff, but it's nothing compared to the great stuff here, you know. I'm not used to dealing with Japanese people who are either like extremely laid back or like extremely just not liking, or like, what is it, having to warm up to them. Like in Tokyo, when you meet people, there's this neutral kind of like coldness towards everybody, and until you break it down, you know. And here it's either some people do not want to deal with you because you're a foreigner, which is weird because it's like I'm usually the first guy to be kind of like an apologist for Japan and be like, shut up, you don't know anything, you know, you don't speak Japanese, you don't know anything about the culture. And then it's like then it happens to you. It happens to the guy who speaks Japanese, who's been here for 15 years, who's gone out of his way to study the language, the culture, the people. But yeah, I don't know, it's weird. I've encountered, like, I mean, you gotta take in mind, Okinawa's been isolated not isolated, but it's been dealing with foreigners probably the most out of any prefecture in Japan, you know, since the war. So, I mean, like, even, even Kyushu had foreigners, but they were in their own kind of like foreign town. And here, since the war, it's just been all exposed to the best and worst that America has to offer. And I notice that with, you know, I wouldn't say a lot of them, but more than Tokyo, I get pushback when I'm just interacting with people. Like, they're like, I kind of get the whole, like, what's this asshole up to? What is this guy gonna do to overly complicate my life today? I kind of feel that when I'm interacting, not with everyone, right? Most people are great, but I'm getting that feeling more here, which is funny because I guess it's like, you know, when you live, like, again, if you consider it, like, there's military bases scattered all around Japan that are US military bases, but this place has the most, like the most concentrated amount of Western Americans out of probably any place in Japan. So, like, it's not just little towns, it's like the whole island is used to dealing with, like, Westerners who live here, not people that are going on vacation like in Tokyo. So I don't know, it's been quite interesting. But anyway, overall I've been having a good time. Tetsu and I got to go to a Okinawan izakaya, eat some Okinawa food. Man, we got so stuffed on that. Oh, that was great. Yeah, just trying a bunch of food, you know, saying hi to the locals, being friends, you know. I mean, last night was the first time I got to hang out with Tetsu. Apparently Tetsu's been in Okinawa quite a bit, you know. I guess Japanese people come to Okinawa quite often, you know. It's like, I guess it makes sense because you don't need a passport to come down here, you know. Yeah, you don't need a passport to get down here, so it's like, and it's the most different weather you're gonna encounter while you're in Japan. I mean, like, right now it's January, right? And look, wearing a tank top and shorts, walking around. Is this guy going? No. Okay. But I know it's been interesting to see the I don't know, it's kind of easy to pick out who's here for vacation, who here is living here. It's interesting. I chimed in on this on one of the rants that I made, one of the bike rants that I made, where it's like, you know, how many people from here get to actually go to, like, the mainland and like live there for a while and then come back, you know, or at least how many people leave here for vacation, you know? Like, wasn't it something like 20% of Americans don't go abroad, like they don't have passports? It's like, I wonder, like, Japanese people travel a lot, right? So I wonder, out of all the Japanese people that are in Okinawa, how many of them actually travel outside of here, you know, outside of this prefecture. I don't know. I mean, like, I was asking some locals here, like, why would you guys, like, you know, if you leave, why don't you, you know, do most people come back, or do they leave permanently? And most of the people here have said they come back, and it's like, you'd like to chop it up to, like, there's no other places like Hawaii or like Okinawa, but I think the rough and skinny of it is that it's just like the atmosphere is so laid back here compared to other places, you know. But anyway, I've been walking around like an asshole without a mask on because we're outside, right? But anyway, let's go in here and get some drinks before we go to this tattoo shop. We're gonna be a couple minutes late, but that's fine. I have just been drinking this non-stop. This is the Sampincha. This is like the light jasmine tea they have here. Usually I get these two, but this is great. And this, I've fallen in love with this. The Shiku Wasa. This is so fucking tasty. And what else? Let's get like an onigiri or something here. It's funny how this place has kind of like Okinawan style stuff here for you, like for breakfast. For breakfast, all I had was like senbei, like rice crackers, and like a juice, because they didn't really have that much here. So yeah, let's get a onigiri and these drinks. I've just been, you know, when you're on the go, you gotta have your drinks, right? I got the tuna fish, and I'll get Juji Homomani. Are these Okinawa style things? Whatever, this one's cheap. Get 2 rice balls, 2 drinks, and then we'll get the meal later. Yep. Domo, arigatou. Hai. Onegai shimasu. Hai. あとは芋天ぷらください。いや、芋天ぷら。あ、カードで。袋も入れます？もらえる。カードで。温め渡します？あ、そのままでいいですよ。
Shut the hell up. You think you know everything, but you don't have a friggin' clue.
Don't fear the truth, Yusuke. All I did was clean up the filthy mess that she left behind.
You don't know anything about her!
Very impressive, Yusuke, but your heart clearly wasn't in that fight. At last, I will be able to do battle at 100%. I've waited too long.
Darn it, where's Urameshi? Oh, I hope he's nowhere near that huge energy I felt. It's messed up.
Genkai.
Use the spirit wave to float on top of the spike. Good. Now we'll hold this for 12 hours.
I hate you.
This will be an exercise in blocking energy attacks. Careful, this could kill you. Bonehead, we're not going to stop this until you don't move an inch. Now get up.
You people are all alike trying to take control of me and tell me how I am. You're wrong.
Look at all the energy you still have. Shows you're doing your training like everything else.
Shut up!
Yes, kill me to avoid your problems.
Shut up!
It's time you bit the bullet and started caring about something with all your heart and energy. But you can't care about it if you're always holding yourself back in case it doesn't work out.
But if it means I gotta take out the only person who ever taught me anything useful...
Yusuke.
You're my teacher. I can't do it. I'm sorry, but I give up.
You will remember everything. Everything that went through your head.
Two days before Yusuke's team enters the final round of the Dark Tournament, the mentor he has come to depend on has been slain by the opponent he must now face. Can Yusuke heed Genkai's final warning and put an end to this 50-year fight?
I'll never forgive you, Toguro.
But no, it's like I wanted to drink that Coke, but it's not because I crave Coke. It's like I just wanted something with sugar. But I like, you know, like the day I was able to quit Coca-Cola, it was such a godsend because it's just like I had been hooked on that shit since I was a kid, you know. And then taking that sip of Mountain Dew and having that horrible like bleach feel in my head. I don't know how to explain it, except it just felt like somebody opened up my head and just put like bleach chemicals in there. It was the worst feeling I've had ever from drinking anything. And yeah, like, and I knew that like when I did veganism for like 2 months in Chiba, I was able to quit McDonald's that time too. Okay, we're taking a break. And sitting down right here. And I remember I was just like, but I missed the feeling of like, what do you call it? Euphoria, something, dopamine hit from when I would when I'd eat like a double cheeseburger or something from McDonald's. Like that meat and that cheese mix just felt so good. Okay, I'm gonna get up. I don't want caterpillars. They got caterpillars here that if they get into the hair gets in your skin, it's really bad. Look at this. It's beautiful. Look at these houses. Smart. Build it high. So, yeah, I mean, I really doubt a tsunami would come up this high, though. This is, like, pretty high up in the hills. God, that building looks like a fucking prison. I think that's what happened. Like, all these buildings were built to be, like, really light at first. Probably just helps with the sunlight not being too harsh. But then, over time, it just gets dark like that. Like, they become dark. Oh, look at that rainwater collector. I heard in America it's like illegal to collect rainwater now. Is that true? Look at this place. Like a compound. Nobody's allowed in here. None of the riffraff. It's like rainwater should be for everybody, right? Oh, no. Oh, I remember. It's because corporations were like building giant lakes or whatever and then hoarding all the water for themselves. But they should just make it legal for homeowners to do it. And just not corporations. Just make it so it's like if you have, you know, a house or whatever, that you're not allowed to scoop up all the rainwater, you know? Look at that. Oh, we could have gone through that little path. When we get the scooter, we'll travel more through these tiny little, like, I can't wait. Once we get the scooter, we'll go all through these tiny little roadways and stuff. It'll be fun, just exploring. Every day riding the scooter, doing stuff. But Yeah, anyway, what is it? It's just yeah, eating that cheeseburger again. Like, I remember the first time I ate it, I was like, this isn't that good. And I'm like, well, I just got to keep eating it until it feels good again. Like, that's, I don't know, I was just like, back then I didn't know how to cook, so I was just eating the same thing over and over again. I got tired of it. Now I know how to cook, so it wouldn't be that big of an issue. But I don't know, veganism. I'm not even gonna fucking pick up that rock. You know, whatever, just let it die. Look at that. Oh, these houses just so weird. Oh. Yeah, if this is what it's like during fucking it doesn't yeah, Okinawa has like a typhoon season, or like it has like a shit ton of rain season. It's just like hot and rain. It's like it's Taiwan. Actually, no, when I went to Taiwan, it was hot and muggy and polluted feeling as hell, you know. And I like Taiwan, but it was just like Taipei just felt so disgustingly hot. Ihan, no parking violation. Ugh. But you know, it's like Shokudo. Are they open? Oh shit. Maybe I can get some food. I had that sushi earlier. Maybe I could get some teishoku or something. Get a good shade. Okay. Nice. Okinawa の本格的な定食。イェイ。ここで座っていいかな。OK。なんかバイクレンタルショップに行く予定だったけど、ナビがちょっと混雑とか混乱してたのせいで、もうずっと回ってきてああ、楽しい。OK。最後が焼肉定食。せっかく沖縄に行っちゃったから、沖縄そば大 Nice. This will be fun. Oh, that's good. Oh, that's good. Oh.
Oh. この店は長くやってる？ずっと前からやってるんですか？ここ何年ぐらい？34年。すごい。まだまだこれからじゃないですか。Got like chili vinegar here.
places like this where you can sit on the ground. Yeah, me with my big ass. This is nice. Yeah, chairs are for sucker MCs. You gotta get on the ground. The ground gang. That's where it's at. Oh, 早い早い OK わー人生の多分初めてのここの店は私の初体験というかこれわおなんか
辛いの方これ七味とか
これは何でしょうか
これは青森に唐辛子つけてるやつ
青森に唐辛子
辛いかもね
いやまあ辛いよ大歓迎へえすごいね Wow this is oh very cool nice そう東京から行きましたまあアメリカ人だけどいえまだまだそんなに喋れないやつ15年前来日しててその頃からずっと日本にいたんだそう今東京でフリーランス系で翻訳日英のなんか日本語と英語の翻訳の仕事してるいやそうでもまあ最近ちょっとリモートワークがあったからだからまあ15年の間にずっと関東あまりなんか国内で旅してないからだからまあ今年こそちょっとまあせっかく仕事はどこでもできるようになっちゃってだからまあ沖縄に行こうかなと思って初めての沖縄の経験で昨日着いててでもまあやっぱホテルに着いたらもう疲れてるだからまあそのままでバーンと寝ちゃってでも私もなんだっけホテルよりなんだっけ民宿泊まる和室畳が好きからホテルはあまり和室はないからまあ私ケツがでかいからどこに行っても自分の枕あるからだからまあ畳があるのところはまあ選びましてわおすごいね写真とか撮っていいかなはいすごいねわお子供そうこれはそばねこれは沖縄そば沖縄そばは普通のそばとなんか違うんですか
そうですよ今みんな手打ちって自分の手でやらない機械で
そっか
工場から持ってくるんですよ
ここは機械
イサっていうね普通のスーパーで売るよりは高いんですけどちょっとは自分なんかもう店始めた以来からずっとこのそばだから、もうちょっと高くてもこっちから取ってるんですよ。
これはチャーシューと小岩じゃなくてちょいはいや違うこの白いの
かまぼこ
かまぼここれは魚で作るみたいですちくわみたいオッケーが日本語は筋肉みたいであまり使わないとどんどんなんていうか
覚えなんていうか忘れるから、まあたまに英語もそうけどね。英語の言葉も。
How to use a Japanese textbook, written by Katsumoto, posted sometime prior to April of 2007. Textbooks for learning Japanese suck. All of them. We could end it right there, but then we would be whiners, and whiners we are not. Whining may feel good at the time, but it's ultimately just self-destructive. In my humble opinion, it's far better to be a naive teacher's pet, doing what you were told no matter how ineffective it is, than a whining, know-it-all, forever flunking and sulking. There is a third way, and maybe a fourth too. It's a combination of the hard-working yes man and the good-for-nothing rebel approaches. You might call it the make lemonade out of lemons approach. First, why textbooks suck. They're boring. I don't know about you, but I really couldn't care less about John Watashi wa Smith's Adventures in Tokyo with Mr. Tanaka. You know, there are Japanese foods other than sushi, and things to watch other than kabuki plays, and places to go other than Mount Fuji, for crying out loud. Boring isn't just bad because it's boring. It's bad because it hinders your effectiveness. If you really want to learn Japanese well, then you have to enjoy it. And to do that, it would help if your materials were enjoyable. They're old, full of action set in like the 1970s and 80s, when Japan and Japanese were hot and cool to business people. The outdatedness can be really, really annoying them. They fail to be topical. What about video games? The internet/internet slang, and just slang in general that's bubbled up from high schools into the mainstream. Not to mention children's words that, as we all know in English, may not be official, but have their place. None of this is covered. They use romanji. A lot of textbooks assume anyone who isn't East Asian is genetically doomed to be illiterate or semi-illiterate in Japanese, so they take a laissez-faire, or even just a laissez approach to the writing system. It's effing insulting. And if they do cover a kanji, they may half-heartedly show you a few dozen, but nothing so that you could actually be literate, and never in a coherent, logical order. They cop out. Textbooks will bait you with their "this is the one true way to learn Japanese" blurb, and then, when they're found lacking, they'll pull the old "it's beyond the scope of the textbook" switch, or say things outside the textbook are irrelevant or fringe. As the past several decades of technology have shown, today's irrelevant fringe could be tomorrow's mainstream. They're overbearing and over-analytical. Like a mother who won't let her kids see reality, some textbooks so oversimplify things that it's not even real Japanese anymore. It's Japanese, but it's just so wooden and awkward that it might as well not be. Japanese is real and alive and interesting and quirky. People mumble and hem and haw and are lazy about fully pronouncing things. They shorten stuff like crazy. You just don't see that reality in a textbook, and from my experience in learning other languages the textbook way, to wait until you go to the country to get the real, raw, gritty stuff is to wait too long. You'll be so shocked by the reality that you might never recover. Some textbooks so overanalyze grammar that it can scare you out of actually speaking Japanese. Japanese is a very, very simple language, especially when it comes to the grammar. So is Chinese. That's why a lot of Chinese and Japanese people often speak such bad-sounding English. To use a vicious ethnic stereotype, "I give you good noodle, $3 only, special price," actually makes sense in Japanese. Why is that? Because Japanese doesn't change verbs for gender or person, I, you, he, they, and does a bare minimum of changing inflection for tense, past, present, future. Japanese is such a simple language that a lot of very smart professors get bored, so they write incredibly complex texts about Japanese grammar just to keep themselves occupied. Result: fun for them, living hell, I mean heck, for you. Not only that, but as I mentioned before, a solid knowledge of grammar is about as useful as an extra buttock, which is to say that it can often be more damaging than useful. When the shiitake, here's to you, Guy Kawasaki, hits the fan, you need to be able to speak actual Japanese, not tell me whether or not suru is a godon base 2 verb. I don't even know what that nas means, which is the point exactly. Analysis makes for nice topping, but crappy cake. Ultimately, I think your foundation must be real Japanese and not an analysis of Japanese. Better to know sentences than to just have random ideas from verb tables. Did I mention boring, goofy, mindless exercises? I'm sorry, but filling in blanks simply does not cut it. Filling out forms, taxes, immigration, banking, yes. Blanks? No, 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 no. Some have mistakes. This is pretty rare, but some textbooks do have typos. All your hard work and then someone goes and makes a mistake on you? For shame. It's not like I don't have typos, but then again, I'm not forcing you to buy or pay me. I'm begging you. They're expensive. A typical textbook is going to set you back a princely sum. And for what? Badly presented information that you could get somewhere else in a cheaper and more appealing format. That money is best spent on something good. Movies, manga, anime, or even some of the books I've mentioned on the site. I do get a kickback if you buy them, but they are good books. I give you my word. Winky face. You could even save that money and try to center as much of your learning as possible, at least in the early stages, around free internet resources. This isn't meant to be a tirade against textbook writers. It probably is one, but it shouldn't be. It takes a lot of time and effort to write a textbook. I'm not out there busting my gut trying to do it, and the publishers are probably improving. But methinks that textbooks' improvement shouldn't have to come at your expense. You shouldn't have to sacrifice yourself to some teaching methodology just because that methodology is in vogue or is required, i.e., regardless of its effectiveness. This is your time at stake. You need effective ways of learning Japanese starting right now, before the boredom and confusion kills you. Every day and every moment is a day and moment you can and should be learning Japanese in ways that are more enjoyable and effective. Now, this is a shameless plug of myself, but I would like to think that a lot of those ways are explained right here on this website. What you can do about it, the rampant suckage of textbooks. You can not use textbooks. Not a bad option at all, but it could be scary for someone who, like me, likes that anchoring feeling you get from a nice, heavy, hardcover textbook written by someone with a big academic credential. For such a person, then a limited use of textbooks could be okay, provided you use textbooks effectively. As Chris Mahone pointed out to me, there is good to be found out there. Let me be the second to admit that even textbooks have good in them. They present well-edited information in nice little topic-centered chunks. Like nuclear energy, you can use a textbook for good. Indeed, the problem with textbooks isn't really that they suck, it's that they ask you to devote yourselves to them. Classes are centered around them, and they are treated as the final arbiter, the ultimate authority on Japanese. They are supposedly infallible, and this is just wrong. Japanese is growing and changing, while that textbook gets more obsolete with every passing day. So I guess that the core problem isn't the textbooks, but it's the way a lot of people treat textbooks, with this almost religious reverence of which they are undeserving. No single book out there right now is a be-all and end-all of learning Japanese. But there are quite a few excellent individual books out there. None of them, to my knowledge, are textbooks for and about learning Japanese. So anyway, a textbook can be used for good, and here's how. How to use textbooks efficiently. Skip the vocabulary lists. A list of words out of context, outside of a sentence, is nearly useless to you. Go straight for the dialogues and example sentences. Copy those into your SRS. If you work efficiently, you can mine a typical textbook in its entirety over like 3 to 4 hours of actual working time. Perhaps more, perhaps less. A textbook could cost you a lot, and using this method, you might only use it once, to mine for sentences. That being the case, rather than buy it, you might consider borrowing it from the local library, or there is always a buy and sell approach. In closing, while it seems that basically all textbooks are sorely wanting, not all textbooks are guilty of all the crimes we've mentioned. Some, like Yokoso, are pretty decent. Not perfect, but good. If you use them effectively by extracting the example sentences, then they can serve you well.
Einen, Jet, and Faye, and Edward, they're still on the ship, man. Still go, bro. 愛してたと嘆くにはあまりにも時は過ぎてしまった。まだ心のほころびを癒せぬまま風が
吹いている Yeah 一つの目で明日を見て一つの目で昨日見つめてる君の愛のゆりかごでもう一度安らかに眠れたら乾いた瞳で誰か泣いてくれ The real fuck blues Oh, don't know 悲しみが知りたいだけ心川に使った人生も悪くはない一度きりで終わるならどう葵ちゃん見たことないでしょこのアニメカウボーイビーバップ
カウボーイビーバップだ
めちゃくちゃ人気あったよアメリカで
そうなんだ
シニアの番組だったみんなも知ってるじゃん
この曲かっこいいね
かっこいいじゃねえかよ
ちょっとアニメ見るわ見る気になった
見てあげて希望に満ちた絶望と罠が仕掛けられてるこのチャンス何が良くて悪いのか恋の表で裏みたいだどれだけ生きれば癒されるのだろう The real fuck blues Oh, don't know 喜びが知りたいだけ光るもののすべてが黄金とは限らない The real fuck blues Oh, don't know 悲しみが知りたいだけとろろ川に使った人生も悪くはない一度きりで終わるなら Yeah My 18-year-old self is having a fucking geek boner right now Yes Hell yeah Adult Swim the best shit ever Remember guys the best part of waking up Folgers in your cup baby Gotta do the sponsor shoutouts, right? Yeah, there we go. Yeah.
I love the sponsor shoutouts.
Yeah. It's all the stuff that's totally current and everyone remembers, right? Yeah, there you go. Oh man, that's fun.
It's time you bit the bullet and started caring about something with all your heart and energy. But you can't care about it if you're always holding yourself back in case it doesn't work out.
Yeah, why y'all put cheese on my cheeseburger?
I'm sorry, what?
Shut your bitch ass